They arrested 2 women who they believe are responsible for setting the house on fire.
As a community, we are very, upset and sad about it. Anything that we could do, you let us know, and we try to do whatever we could do for the family.
The 2 suspects
That the uncle's fiance was in the house. She did this with knowledge that the ex-boyfriend's mother, who is paralyzed on the left side of her body and has limited mobility, was in that house. And then she set that
wheelchair.
At this point, all I can say is that I'm praying for them. Like, it's nothing no one can ever say in a situation like this, but it's going to be hard, and I'm going to be deeply praying for them.
Alright, what's up with y'all? Look, man, I'm back again with another video, and before I move forward into the video, I definitely got to start this off with some positivity. I want to tell all my supporters out there that's rocking with me day to day on a consistent basis that I definitely do appreciate y'all, and I hope that everything is going the way that you want it to go in your life, and I'm wishing y'all nothing but the best in every aspect of your life. And I also want to send y'all nothing but peace, blessings, and prosperous energy your way. And when I say this, I'm only talking to my supporters, those who reciprocate the same energy back to me, and to those who say the same thing back to me in return. Now let's go ahead and move forward into this video, but before we do, I definitely got to start this off the right way by saying RIP to this beautiful lady by the name of Tina Doro. She was 53 years old, and it's just so crazy that all of this took place with her being paralyzed in a wheelchair at her own damn home. Now, the situation took place because of this crazy ass girl by the name of Cinnamon Rick Maiden. I think that's how you pronounce her name. She's 31 years old. And this crazy fucker had the nerve to text her boyfriend because she was mad and tell him that he was going to feel her pain. Now, she knew what was going on beforehand. She knew that there was people there, elderly people and stuff like that. And, I just feel like that. And I'm only saying elderly, because her brother and stuff like that was there. His wife was there, or her girlfriend. I forgot who she was to him. But basically, long story short, she knew it was people there. People that she should be respecting, especially being her home. You feel me? But basically, long story short, she was so mad at her boyfriend that she told him that he was going to feel her pain. She went to the store, got 75 cents worth of gas, poured that gas on a couch that they have sitting outside of their home, and she ignited it, and the house became engulfed in flames. Now, luckily, the brother and his spouse got away from the whole situation, but Miss Tina, she was engulfed with the flames, and she passed away. Now, the whole situation took place in Detroit. And, I just feel like it's a crazy situation that people are out here doing stupid stuff like this due to the fact of them being so emotional and losing the spiritual warfare that a lot of us are going through. And I say us because we are human here, but, people that's doing certain things definitely should be charged to the maximum extent. There's no way in the hell she should even have an opportunity to get a bond, which they did give her the opportunity to have a chance at a bond, but she didn't receive one. She ultimately was denied bond. I have that full video here as well, that way we can watch that also. But yeah, man, this fucker done pleaded not guilty. How the hell you gonna plead not guilty but tell the people what took place? Yes, this fucker told everybody what took place. She also stated that she went to McDonald's, and she also stated that she went to go get some powder. Yes, this fucker was a dope fiend ass weirdo. Now, I can't understand why you would let somebody get you to the point where you're that mad and you go do stuff like this, but hey, people out here trying to justify saying that the son was wrong and stuff like that. Man, go on with that BS. That boy ain't did nothing wrong. And if he did, it ain't to the point where she should have did that. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of times people say you can't tell nobody how to feel and how to respond to certain disrespect, but you don't go out there doing other stuff to other people's properties and things like that. You're just demonic and you're consumed with the wrong type of energy, in my personal opinion, when you get to moving like that. She ended up texting him saying that his house was on fire after it took place. Now, she knew that these people were home, so this was premeditated, in my personal opinion. She pleaded not guilty, and I'm only thinking that she's pleading not guilty because of the fact that she didn't basically intentionally, quote unquote, commit the murder. But yeah, anyway it goes, you did this right here, and I feel like you should be very much in jail for what you did with no bond, and you should be charged to the maximum extent, in my personal opinion. Now, they said that she's going to get convicted. They said it was a high rate of her being convicted, basically because she told everything what took place and stuff like that, but it is what it is. We're gonna go ahead and watch this video right now and get more details that I did leave out. I left out certain things because it wouldn't be no point of us bringing a video without letting them tell us certain things. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. And yeah, man, I want to know your personal thoughts and opinions on this whole situation. Like I said before, be mindful of who you're dealing with, and when somebody say and do certain things, make sure you get the hell away from them, because they really let you know who they are without you really just paying attention. But let's get into this whole situation.
One woman and police now saying 2 women may have done it on purpose. They're now in custody as police suspect arson.
It happened last night just after 11. Police say a house in the 6,000 block of Seminole went up in flames. 7 News reporter Tier Braddock spoke with people living in the area and has the very latest on the investigation.
This is the aftermath of that house fire that killed one person and left 2 others injured.
Just tragic. I hate to, see it.
The fire happened at around 11 p.m. on Monday at a house on Seminole near I-94 in Van Dyke. According to Detroit police, a woman died as a result of the fire, and medics transported 2 other people who were inside the house to the hospital. The fire was so intense that it burned the side of the house next door. Neighbors tell me that no one lives in that house.
We don't usually have situations like this here.
Drew Caldwell lives down the street from the house that caught on fire. He's lived in the neighborhood for 50 years and even knew the woman who died.
Quiet lady, just sat around and, sat on the porch, was able to see her.
Police are investigating this fire as arson. They arrested 2 women who they believe are responsible for setting the house on fire.
As a community, we
Oh yeah, if you're new here, 'cause I know I get a lot of new people coming to my channel consistently, I give the beginning to the end, the whole sequence of events. So this is the initial statements and reactions and stuff like that. But yes, they did find her. We will see her, as y'all have seen pictures of her and stuff like that. But yes, I'm just letting y'all know. Let's get back into it.
Very, upset and sad about it. Anything that we could do, you let us know, and we'll try to do whatever we could do for the family.
The 2 suspects who were arrested in this case are likely to be formally charged later this week. Reporting on the city's east side, Tier Braddock.
Detroit police working very quickly on this one, getting a female suspect into custody within 24 hours of allegedly throwing a firebomb at her ex-boyfriend's house.
Innocent life was lost over something childish.
A string of threatening text messages from this woman in the back of a police car to her ex-boyfriend Monday night. He lives here on Detroit's east side. Shortly after he got those messages, around 11:15, sources say his home got hit with a firebomb.
By the time I came outside, it was blazing. All we had already made it to the top already.
Inside the house near Gratiot and Van Dyke was an elderly woman stuck in a wheelchair. Her son, who got those text messages earlier, and another woman. Those 2 were able to jump out of a back window and survive, but the mom did not make it out alive.
That was really, really heartbreaking for the family. You have to sit here and just watch that.
Sources tell Fox 2 the firebomb was intended for the victim's son, and that there was evidence that the female suspect, an ex-girlfriend, bought an accelerant from a nearby gas station shortly before the house was torn.
Now, I don't know if I mentioned this or not a while ago, but yes, this fucker went to the store, spent 75 cents on some gas to pour on his couch. I think I did mention that a while ago, but if I didn't, yes, I'm reiterating and speaking on it again. So it's crazy that 75 cents cost this much. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy to me that you would go to the extent that you went to. It was just meant for her ass to get caught too, because you gotta look at it like this. You sent all the evidence, you text everything that was happening step by step, and you so emotional to the point where you out here doing the dumb shit. You feel me? You gotta stop letting people dictate how you move and your actions and stuff like that, because it's really, really crazy and stupid and idiotic in my personal opinion. Don't never let nobody get you to the point where you out here crashing out. You feel me? Let's get back into it though.
Especially this young generation, they're different. They need to find God, get close to God.
Within 24 hours, Detroit police moved in on the ex-girlfriend hiding out in a motel in Livonia. Another woman with her was in cuffs too. Neighbor Brandy can't get over it all. 40 years on this block.
Oh, I've been around here forever, so everybody know one another. So it's like a family. We a family oriented block. So it was really, really sad.
This charred reminder of the heartless act that kept the mom stuck in a wheelchair.
At this point, all I can say is that I'm praying for them. Like, it's nothing no one can ever say in a situation like this, but it's going to be hard, and I'm going to be deeply praying for them.
Going back to those threatening text messages, it's unclear what they said and what the motive was here. We'll stay on top of this investigation. Reporting downtown Detroit, Jessica Duknak on The Edge.
240-576-2601. Please send Michigan for Cinnamon Rick Maiden. Ma'am, state your name again for the record.
Cinnamon Rick Maiden.
All right, appearances, please.
Deanna Livingston, behalf of the people, P69721, Your Honor.
And Your Honor, Mark Lakin, P41147, on behalf of Ms. Rick Maiden. Your Honor, I'm making a limited appearance. The family is scampering to retain me today, so I'm going to trust that that's going to happen.
Okay. Waive formal reading stand mute, Mr. Latham?
We do. I have a copy of the charges. Yes, we waive formal reading. We'll stand mute.
All right, court, a not guilty plea on behalf of the client. Are you asking for a remand, Ms. Livingston?
I am, Your Honor.
Okay, proceed with your argument, please.
Your Honor, given the seriousness of these charges, given the number of the victims, given the danger of the community, and given the high likelihood of conviction in this case, the people are asking for a remand. As I'm sure Your Honor is aware, as stated in the investigator's report, this defendant decided that she wanted to make her ex-boyfriend, quote, feel her pain, which she was able to do on the 3rd of June. She deliberated for at least 2 to 3 hours beforehand. She then decided she was going to go to a gas station, purchase 75 cents worth of gas, drive over to the location, approach the home with the gas in her hand. Upon getting onto the porch, she then poured that gasoline onto a couch that was located on the front porch. She did this with knowledge that the uncle of her ex-boyfriend was in that home, as he had previously turned her away a half hour ago. She did this with knowledge that the uncle's fiance was in the house. She did this with knowledge that the ex-boyfriend's mother, who is paralyzed on the left side of her body and has limited mobility, was in that house. And then she set that couch on fire. She then left the home, but she did not leave the location. She sat in her car and picked up her phone. She did not call 911. Instead, as the house is burning with the people inside, she texted her ex-boyfriend and said, "Your house is on fire." She then left the location and went to McDonald's, and then it's alleged that she, for her own words, purchased cocaine. The consequences of her actions that night caused the fiance to have to jump out of a second-story window to not have any more smoke inhalation, which upon landing on the ground, she fractured her ankle. The uncle had to flee the home to not suffer any more smoke inhalation, but not before he had to make the decision to leave his paralyzed sister in the home. The victim in this case, who I've already stated her limited mobility, was able to climb out of her room and made it to the stairway second floor landing, where her body was found burnt. She had suffered numerous burns over her body and smoke inhalation. Not only did the Duro family and Ms. Johnson suffer, the house next door also caught on fire because this blaze was that bad. Therefore, Judge, I believe the only appropriate bond in this case is a remand. And I would also like to note to Your Honor that I was just made aware she also has a prior that is not listed on the warrant for uttering and publishing from 2006 out of the 6th Circuit, which she was given height of probation for, but apparently it appears that was revoked as well. So I'm asking Your Honor to remand us the defendant for the reasons that I have stated thus far.
All right, now look, with the judge being black and stuff like that, I think he had it in his mind already set up how he wanted to move. And you already know how prosecutors and things like that are going to want to move in certain situations. But I do want to say this right here as well. I could not be out here representing these people. Now, I know it's probably easy money because they already know they're going to lose and stuff like that. But to represent people who do stuff like this is just crazy to me, in my personal opinion. I feel like they don't need no type of representation. Like I always say, bro, I'm going to tell y'all this consistently. They need to do an eye for an eye so she can feel how that woman felt. Even though she was partially paralyzed and things like that, they still need to let her feel how it felt to go out like that. Especially when you ain't got nothing to do with nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? Imagine losing your mama, your granny, your auntie, your sister, your brothers, uncles, daddy, anything like that due to the fact that somebody is being weird and crazy like this. You know what I'm saying? And then to try to blame the son is just crazy to me. I just don't get that, bro. Like, damn. You can't blame others for what others do to others. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be different if it was more direct, but damn, you messing with the family and stuff, bro. It's crazy. And then you texting him. So basically, you knowing that he not even there, basically. You feel me? And I'm pretty sure if he was there, he probably would have been able to help his mom and stuff like that. But I do feel like that she did that for a reason, trying to get him home, trying to lure him there, wherever the hell he was at, and doing whatever the hell he was doing. You never know what the hell really going on. It's just my thoughts and opinions, and everything in this video from beginning to the end is all hypothetical and it's all allegedly. I'm just giving y'all my thoughts and opinions on the situation, but come on now, let's get back to the video though.
Mr. Lincoln?
Let me just make an inquiry as to what year the Oakland County case was.
2016.
All right, so it's 8 years ago. She would have been 23 years old at the time. Your Honor, obviously the prosecution has more knowledge of the facts that they present today. I have not had the benefit of reading a police report yet. I don't think that any actions were meant to harm anyone but property. And unfortunately, there were some deadly consequences here. I know her as someone who has no criminal record, which she does not have. If she got so that's our position. Our position is that she was interviewed by the police and cooperated in every way possible to her benefit. This investigation is basically, they know what happened here simply because she completely cooperated with the investigation. So
we know why.
Entitled to some sort of
we got proof.
Prior record. Obviously, something has happened here that went badly. So. But I don't believe that.
And I don't like him, man. I don't give a damn, bro. He over there acting like he really don't give a damn. He spaced out. He looking everywhere. What the hell he over there doing? Probably got another little old tab going on up there with some porn going on and things like that. And it's all just my personal opinion. And it's all allegedly. But come on now, bro. Have some decency. Somebody lost their life. You know, be more attentive. You're a man. I mean, what? I don't know. You know, shit, whatever. You supposed to be a man and things like that. So yeah, have some poise. Have some, respect. It seems like you don't even give a damn. You feel me? And I feel like that if anything, he cannot give a damn about her, but still show the person some respect. You over there saying that it was because she was trying to do something with the property and things like that. She need to be faulted for doing this. It ain't no excuse for none of this shit. I feel like that people are out here just doing what they want to do and getting away with it so easily. That's why it keep on happening. If you start doing this eye for an eye like I've been talking about, I'm pretty sure a lot of people gonna start speaking about it everywhere on these sites. Yes, an eye for an eye. Basically, long story short, for those who new here and haven't heard me speak, they should be able to do the same thing that was done to the person like I was just speaking on a while ago. Ain't no way in the hell she should be over here living free, breathing, doing whatever the hell she want to do. And these people was in the house suffocating and everything, bro, passing away because she want to be ignorant. Let's get back into the video, though.
That's for anyone, except some property. So, that's our position. We'd ask you to give her a badge.
Didn't hear nothing. Sympathetic to the mom or nothing.
People requesting under Court Rule 6.106 a remand, which is allowed if there's guilt is evident or the presumption is great. And Ms. Livingston presents an argument that the presumption of guilt is great in this matter. Accordingly, and given the egregious nature of this offense, the court will remand this rig made into the custody of Wayne County Jail while this case is pending. Probable cause June 14th in front of Judge King. Preliminary examination June 20th, 1:45 p.m. both in front of Judge King.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Woman was trapped inside, and another woman charged today during her arraignment in connection to that fatal fire, and more details emerged about what happened that night.
Crazy.
As stated in the investigator's report, this defendant decided that she wanted to make her ex-boyfriend, quote, feel her pain, which she was able to do on the 3rd of June.
31-year-old Cinnamon Rick Maiden was charged in connection to a fatal house fire on Seminole Street Monday. Her ex-boyfriend's paralyzed mother, 53-year-old Tina Dura. They recently broke up. 2 others were injured in the fire.
She deliberated for at least 2 to 3 hours beforehand. She then decided she was going to go to a gas station, purchase 75 cents worth of gas.
Prosecuting attorney Tiana Livingston says Rick Maiden, with gas in hand, drove to the house and poured it on a couch on the front porch.
Just crazy.
Inside was the ex-boyfriend's mother, his uncle, and his uncle's fiance.
She did not call 911. Instead, as the house is burning with the people inside, she texted her ex-boyfriend and said, "Your house is on fire."
She says the uncle fled the home and his fiancée jumped out of a second-story window and fractured her ankle when she landed on the ground.
The victim in this case, who I've already stated her limited mobility, was able to climb out of her room and made it to the stairway second floor landing, where her body was found burned.
Friday, Rick Maiden was charged with 1 count of felony and 2 counts of assault with intent to murder. Her bail was denied.
I don't think that any actions were meant to harm anyone but property, and unfortunately there were some deadly consequences here.
It's important to note that the ex-boyfriend was not in the house at the time of the fire, but the assistant prosecuting attorney says that the fire was so intense that the house next door also caught fire as well. As for Rick Maiden, she's expected to return to court on June 10th for probable cause, June 25th for preliminary hearing. Reporting live here in Detroit, Lauren Edwards, Fox 2.
She's not even sympathetic. She don't even look like she cares. And like I've been wanting to say regarding, you know, the house fire, a lot of people are saying on the internet that they don't understand how the fire could have got that big that fast. Come on now, use your common sense. They're older people. You know, different ingredients in your house is flammable. Hell, sprays and stuff like that, you know, air fresheners, fragrances, colognes, perfumes, and things like that. Y'all know how older people be, man. So yeah, I just feel like all of that is irrelevant. The main thing is right here that Miss Tina lost her life, and this crazy fucker has no remorse. And yeah, she don't need no type of just do at all. I feel like that she should just be charged instantly. Y'all already know what I really feel, but yeah, overall after that, I feel like that she should be charged to the maximum extent for what she did, you know. And I feel like it should be premeditated, and I feel like that there should be no type of leniency in any type of way. And you can't use mental health in this situation. I know a lot of people gonna try to use that, try to justify it and things like that. There's no justification to be out here doing this weird stuff like this. But overall, that's all I gotta say about the situation. I wanna know your thoughts and opinions on this whole situation, and I will holler at y'all later on another video. If you made it to the end of this video, I do appreciate you more than others, and I will holler at y'all later. All right.